Just going to be quick 5 to 10 minutes tops. I appreciate you share and like the page. We're going to be discussing the situation of the young brother who was killed recently. I'm just actually finding out about it. And what's your take on this situation, man? Give me a few seconds. Be right back. What's good with you? What's good for you? What's good? Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Much love. Unfortunately, very tragic situation happened recently. And just want to let you guys hear the information. I'm just hearing it myself. I just heard just a little of it today. And I'm going to allow you to hear some of what I just heard today from the news, actually. Okay, as the Jersey City officials provide update on police involved shooting. All right. Good morning. Good morning. What's good? Good afternoon. Ursula, how are you? What's good with you? So this is the news audio that I'm about to allow you to listen to, so you can get your own perspective and your own opinions on this particular situation. Okay, give me a minute. And this is going to be Philip, the mayor, and a few of the, I think it's one of the officials, okay, giving you an update on what happened. All right, here we go.
Happening right now, the mayor of Jersey City and the public safety director.
Footage, and we would urge the Attorney General to expedite his review and release the footage as quickly as possible. We do feel that the use of force yesterday was justified based on the circumstances and in line with police department training. I want to be clear on some of the circumstances surrounding the call yesterday. At approximately 2:20 yesterday, the call came to the police department from the Jersey City Medical Center that was already on the scene, and they felt it was unsafe to enter or to engage with Mr. Washington directly at that time. About 8 minutes later, the Jersey Police Department arrived at the scene directly and followed protocols for nearly an hour of engaging with Mr. Washington. And at the point of 3:30, where they felt that he may do harm to himself or potentially somebody else inside the apartment, they entered and they were charged by Mr. Washington with a knife in hand, and they used force, deploying both a firearm and a taser. Everything prior to that was in line with communications that were taught at the Jersey City Police Department and de-escalation training that those officers have both undergone. So again, we want to be clear with the circumstances that while tragic, we do feel that those police officers acted properly, and we want the public to know that. I'm going to turn it over to Director Shea for a more detailed description of the circumstances, and then we'll open it up for any questions or comments.
Okay. So
good morning. The mayor.
I want you guys, if you have any comments that you would like to express just from hearing that information alone, and we think who's bringing the information thank you guys for bringing the information to the public. What you guys feel about so far what the mayor had to say regarding the information that they have? What do you feel about that? You can always call in. The phone number is 973-433-5666. What's your opinion on that? I did hear him mention something about taser. And first of all, I want to give my condolences to the family. And it's nothing worse than losing a child, no matter what the situation is. I myself definitely walk in those moccasins. There's nothing worse than losing a child. All right, so my heart goes out to each and every last one of you who knew this young man, especially the family. Much love and respect to you guys. Do you think there should be a change in how they handle or respond, I should say, to a call that is dealing with a mentally ill person? Should the police come out? Should the SWAT team come out? Should they have some type of task force that deals solely with mental illness? Should they have a task force that comes out with nothing but bean bags, tasers, or even some type of gun that has not a bullet in it, but medicine in it, that it will hit the person and the medicine just goes through their body? Is that a possibility, especially if they get a call regarding a mental illness situation? I really don't think there should be many guns. I don't know. I mean, what's your opinion? Me and somebody else talked about that just before I went on, and that was one of the conclusions I came up with. What's your take on that? Again, my heart goes out to the family. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I only have a few minutes, but I want to really dig deep into that within the next few days. On the information that you've gotten from the news, what's your take?
The only thing I'll add, the officers who were interacting with Mr. Washington, and we all feel our heart goes out to his family today, of course, who have lost a loved one, and for his loss. But the officers who interacted were from our emergency service unit. The original call came in from the EMTs at the scene. They said the scene is not safe. They need police before they'll interact with Mr. Washington. The original officers called for emergency service, who are specifically trained and equipped and act as a team to deal with people in emotional crisis. They arrived, and then it played out as the mayor expressed. I've also viewed the body camera footage, and I also believe that when the investigation is complete, it will be within the Attorney General guidelines and the use of force guidelines. Unfortunately, that won't bring Mr. Washington back, and we all wish it had ended differently. With that, I guess we'll take questions.
Yeah. Any questions specifically? Yes.
Well, much love and respect. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, I only had a few minutes, but I am looking to dig into this situation just a little more, a little later, you know what I mean? At a later date, maybe a later time. But thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. And please share the page, like the page. By the way, my son's celebration is coming up within the next few days. It's going to happen on September the 4th, which is Monday, Labor Day. I appreciate you guys if you come through. Those who knew my son and the family, come on out and support, celebrate in good energy for a young man that we lost 2 years ago or so to a drunk driver. I would love to see you guys come out and celebrate. This is the first time I'm actually doing something like this. I was supposed to do it the first year after the situation, but I wasn't able to get my mind together to even start something like this for him. So, mourning and all that good stuff, the mourning situation is still happening. And I don't think I'll never get over this situation. So once again, the 4th, we're going to be at Liberty Park at the pavilion. All the information is there on the flyer. If you find yourself not doing anything, I would love to have you guys out having fun with us, possibly playing Twister. Hanif loved having fun, loved being around the family and enjoying himself. So we definitely going to be out there in his name. We'll let a few birds go, maybe some balloons and things like that particular day. Probably play a little Twister, Jenga, Connect 4, some racing, whatever the case may be. We're just going to have some fun, food and things like that. And if you would like to be there, have your family come out as well. Bring your family with you. And if you want to cook a dish or buy a dish, you can do the same. And, we can have a good time. I appreciate you guys. And once again, my heart goes out to the family who lost this young man. I think his name is Andrew. But yeah, that's a hard thing. It's a hard pill to swallow. It's almost like, just opening a freshly wound. You know what I mean? So once again, love and respect. D.A.P. Peace and blessings.